Your Excellencies, the heads of the various observer missions, members of the various observer teams, my colleagues, the chairman of electoral commissions from West Africa, other parts of Africa and beyond. I recognized all the chairmen of electoral commissions on Saturday. The only new addition is the chairperson of the Electoral Commission of the Republic of Somalia, who visited me about 2 hours ago. I recognize her especially because she is perhaps the bravest woman on the continent of Africa. She lost her husband to the crisis in Somalia, nevertheless was courageous enough to return, not only to return, but to accept to serve as chairperson of the Electoral Commission. So Halima will soon join us. If she's not here already, let me especially welcome her. Last Saturday, the Commission, after extensive review of our preparedness for the 2019 general elections, decided that it was necessary to reschedule the elections by 1 week. As I explained to stakeholders, we were constrained to shift the polls due to severe challenges we experienced with the arrival and distribution of sensitive materials, as well as the fires that gutted some of our offices in quick succession, destroying several election materials. Once more, let me express our deep and sincere regrets as a commission for this turn of events. We take full responsibility and we acknowledge the inconveniences and cost of the shift in dates to citizens, political parties, and the community of election observers. On behalf of the Commission, I thank all stakeholders for their understanding, despite the difficulties occasioned by the change. We are working extremely hard to ensure that the rescheduled elections take place and are free, fair, and credible. At my last briefing to stakeholders, I announced an adjusted schedule of activities that would lead to the elections holding on Saturday, 23rd March 2019. In order to actualize the new timetable, we identified 6 activities covering 3 broad areas: deployment of materials, movement of personnel, and configuration of the smart card readers. Clear timelines were assigned to the activities, which will lead to the opening of polls on Saturday. Let me therefore present to you the level of implementation so far achieved as follows. 1. By 4 p.m. yesterday, all issues relating to the delivery of materials were identified and virtually addressed. Ballot papers, result sheets, and a host of non-sensitive materials are now in location across the 37 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. 2, our state offices commenced the process of inviting stakeholders to the Central Bank of Nigeria to examine the retrieved materials deployed last week and to witness the batching of materials according to local government areas. This is ongoing at the moment and is expected to be completed today, Tuesday, 19th February 2019. 3, all materials to local governments for batching towards and polling units shall take place on Wednesday, 20th, and Thursday, 21st February 2019. 4, all registration area centers, or what we call RACs, are to be activated by 9 a.m. on Friday, 22nd February 2019. 5. Personnel and materials should be at the racks by midday on Friday, 22nd February 2019. 6. Refresher training for ad hoc personnel should take place at the racks on Friday, 22nd February 2019. 7. Personnel and materials must arrive at the polling units latest 7 a.m. on Saturday, 23rd February 2019. And 8. Opening of polls nationwide will take place at 8 in the morning on Saturday, 23rd February 2019. You would recall that in my last address to stakeholders, I mentioned that we intended to deploy the smart card readers, and we identified very clear timelines for the delivery of the smart card readers. I want to report that as at last night, we have achieved 95% configuration of the 180,000 smart card readers, and this process is going to be completed early morning on Wednesday, clear 1 day ahead of schedule. We also told stakeholders that in response to appeals to the Commission to extend the period of campaign by political parties, the Commission yesterday met with the leadership of political parties and extended the period of campaign to midnight on Thursday. That is clear 24 hours to the election. And because of the consequential extension of the state elections taking place on the 9th of March, the Commission hereby extends the period of campaign for that election also to Thursday before the election date to terminate at midnight. I would also like to inform all stakeholders that we are committed to this process. We are confident that polling units will open on schedule as I enumerated. There are no issues of materials lying anywhere outside the states where they are supposed to be deployed. Some people must have observed the availability of materials at certain airports. I wish to state that these are not materials for the election on Saturday. They are materials for the election to hold on the 9th of March, which is the state and the FCT Area Council elections. From now on, going forward, there will be a daily briefing by the Commission at 3 p.m. every day until we finally open the collation center, which is this particular hall at the International Conference Center. Finally, I would like to appeal to all and sundry for your continuous understanding in what was clearly a very difficult decision by the Commission. I would also like to appeal to all political leaders, political actors, and others to please speak in a manner that does not contribute to overheating the polity and the political atmosphere. We're in this to advance the cause of the democratic process, and I give my commitment to the Nigerian people and to the international community that we will stay the course. The votes of Nigerians and only the votes of Nigerians will determine who win at all levels in the 2019 general elections. I thank you very much and will be prepared, as always, to answer questions. Thank you.